Hi folks, welcome back to Recycled Model Railways. I'm Paul. So as you've seen on the picture, today is about battered old wagons that need to go in the bin or what you can do with them. So let's get into a little bit of detail and see what I'm talking about. So I'm going to do my best to keep this short just for a change, so people aren't falling asleep or thinking, oh, sod off mate. Right, so the purpose of this video is to discuss what to do if you've got a model that can't simply be repainted, re-wheeled and shot back on your railway. Here I have 4 examples. So let's start with this. It's a little GWR coach made by Ratio, so it's obviously a, build your own kit. It's got a lot of glue floating around on it. It's a little heavy on the paint, but other than that, it's not a bad little item. But I'm not putting GWR on my railway. Yes, I could change the colour, but it's this age. This screams old, and my layout doesn't want to be that old. So what am I thinking? Okay, I want to keep it. I'm not going to throw it in the bin, and I'm not going to sell it because I don't like it. I mean, it might be worth 50 pence if you're lucky. So the plan: get the couplings off as always, change the wheels to metal ones, strip it clean because it's really heavy on the paint to the point where you can't really see the door shut lines. They're really difficult to see. I've got a scribing tool that I've just arrived today, so I'm going to be able to re-scribe the door shut lines in, but I'm thinking of blanking off some of the windows and having this as a permanent way vehicle, I think they call it. So it's partly for the crew, the staff who work the rails, to sit and have a cup of tea and a sandwich in, and maybe the other half for keeping stuff that they're going to use. I don't know. It's my early thoughts. I'm not sure how it's going to end up looking, but that's the general idea. So if you've got something that you think, not for me, think about what you can do with it. Don't just sell it, throw it in the bin. Do something with it, make it your own. That's that one. This one, as you can see, is sitting down because it doesn't have a bogie on it. Is that a problem? Not really. Do I need the other bogie? Do I need to replace the bogie? Maybe, for what I'm thinking about. So here's my thoughts. This is a HO version. It's quite small if you look like that. It's a bit on the thin side. Height wise, it's not a million miles off, but it's anyway. So I have 2 options: take the bogie off and replace both of them, and I'll just nut and bolt them into place, which is kind of what that is, and put 2 new bogies on. I'm not bothered about the kind of wheels because it's never going on the layout in the sense of running around. We're going to strip it completely, and then I'm going to repaint it, maybe in maroon, maybe in crimson and cream, not sure yet, but I want it to become a coach cafe, to go on my layout somewhere, to sit not far from a railway station, and it's going to have a little veranda, comes along here, so people can, walk on to the cafe or into. We'll have a door at one end to go in and a door to come out the other end to come out of. We're going to see if we can get inside this and take some of the corridor connections down, or we might leave them and just put tables in there to make it look a little bit more authentic, and put a billboard on the top, the coach cafe, something very simple like that. And then where it sits with its little veranda, it'll have a patch of green with fences and little picnic tables from, is it Scale Model Scenery, I think it does them, where you can buy it in little laser cut wooden things. I'm thinking of them with brollies dotted around in front. So it's not a bad coach. And when I was saying, do I need the bogies, I could take this off and I could sit it on sleepers. But how realistic is that, having a coach cafe sitting on sleepers? Surely it's more realistic if it's sitting on a piece of track. So there you go, a second idea for something that, in this case, is too small to look realistic. Sitting on its own as a different item, totally different. And then to these, so I said there's 4 items. There is, but these are both the same. These are the god-awful Triang Coaches with the banana roofs. Look at the state of them. Built in the days when they really, I think it was Rovex before it become Triang. Built in the days when they really didn't know what they were doing with plastic, and this is what would happen. They would bend all over the place. So I am not in any way, shape or form going to try and straighten them, the roofs and this, and no way. Apart from anything else, I don't like the coaches as they are. Even if I could straighten them, I wouldn't. I'm not going to bother. So what's the plan? Well, saw some at Redcar Model Railway Club the other week, and I thought, oh, I like that. Yes, I think I'll have to think of something. So what did I see? A diesel brake tender. These lend themselves perfectly to remodel. Diesel brake tenders were made out of old coaches. The chassis were cut and they were pushed together to give them a shorter wheelbase. Well, as you can see, these are pretty damn short because there's nothing between the bogie and the mid chassis. So how am I going to accomplish this? Well, first things first, wheels off, change the wheels, couplings off, get rid of them, and then I'm literally going to slice the body right across the bottom, and I'm going to slice it. I'm going to put masking tape on and slice so that I end up with a straight line. I'm going to leave the buffer beam part on here because I'm still going to need it, and then we're going to throw the roof away because I can't see me being able to do anything with the roof. It's clearly a coach roof. I mean, look at this line here, it even bends that way before it goes back, and that one's not much better. So we are going to bin the roofs. I don't like binning things, but sometimes I have to accept the fact that there's no alternative. So these roofs are going to go in the bin. It's as simple. The sides and what's left of the ends, well, the sides are going in the bin because they're bent to buggery. The ends, if we cut them carefully, may possibly get used somewhere else, so we are going to keep them. Definitely going to keep these ends because I think they could come in handy somewhere. So when I've cut the body off it, and if I apply my heat gun, this might flex back into shape. Maybe. If it flexes back into shape, then I can trim it all the way down. The problem that you have is the inside is not level, and you can see the rivets off the wheels. So we're not going to see the inside, but I need a level platform to start with. So we're going to put a level platform in and some weight in here underneath it, and then we'll put weights along it so it's got a little bit of heft, and then we're going to construct the sides. So basically the sides come up and curl, and then up and curl, and then you've got the curled roof. So yeah, it's going to be some work and it's going to be difficult, and I might make a complete mess of it, and if I do, I'll go on eBay because there's a fella on there selling 3D printed kits of the brake tenders, albeit his is very square, and I want the one that had a little bit of style to it, you know, a bit of curve here and there. But that's my plan. So they're not going to be coaches anymore. It's fairly drastic, but these are in a fairly drastic state and they need to have something done with them, and that's all I can think of, is to hack them to pieces and turn them into something else. So you're not going to see this or the cafe coach or the permanent way wagon at the end of this video, so don't get excited. These came, well, all 4 of these. My wife very graciously went up in the loft the other day and handed down a couple of boxes of my old stock, and all of this was in it. So why am I showing you if I'm not going to do it with it today? I'm trying to say to you, don't throw things in the bin. Try and find a way of dealing with it. Test yourself, see if you can do it, and if you can't, then so be it. But you know what, you might just surprise yourself and think, actually that looks alright, I'm happy with that. So give something a shot, give it a go and see how it works out. I will make another video at some point when we've done work with these, but as you know, I have enough projects on the go as it is. But we will come back and show you each of these, particularly these. These are going to be very testing, and I don't know whether my skill level's up there for that, but I'm going to give it a shot anyway. So there you go, future videos coming out. Thank you very much to yet more new subscribers. I seem to have done quite well lately for subscribers, so thank you to all the people who've added me, and thank you to all the original subscribers. Much appreciated. As you know, it's not about how many I've got, it's about how many people you can share information with. So at that, I'm going to go, because I'm now at 10 minutes ish and I've prattled on long enough. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. See you again. Bye bye.